Welcome back everybody to the Secret World. We are going to continue on with Norma Creed because I'm excited by the fact that we are getting rather close to doing our very first dungeon. So let's do something wicked. Norma recalls a series of murders in the summer of 2002. She never believed the stories served by the news and says the real culprit wasn't even human. Let's check this out. 1, 2, 3, America!
It's a pressure building, the kind that comes before a storm when it builds and builds but just won't break. Yeah, the ravens, they feel it too. Last time I saw them like this, when the trees were more birds than branches, there were murders. Yeah, that was back in 2002, tail end of a long and wicked hot summer. By August, the whole town smelled rotten and we hadn't seen a drop of rain since June. When the storm finally broke and the ravens flew, the killings stopped. Never believed what the paper wrote about that vagrant, neither did Helen, despite those boys in city council leaning on her. Well, she took a beating. Could have hurt her career, but she was right. Wasn't human hands cut those girls open. An unkindness of ravens, isn't that what they call it? My idea of reading is the TV guide, not anything that could charitably be called literature. But even I know signs and portents when I see
I
them.
should really start reading again. Been reading a book on Ted Bundy and I haven't finished it. I'd really like to. It's just a tough read because it's so intense. So find more information about the murders. She did drop a few hints for us about the boys in town hall or boys in office, whatever she said. We need to go to town hall to find out information on that. Because, I mean, where else would they keep the records considering we haven't actually seen a newspaper building or whatever they're called here. Sorry, I had a big yawn. So I'm going to be off to that place. Yes, Main Street. But I want to get on that roof first because I think there's lore up there. And I'm not sure if I got it already and accidentally didn't show you folks or something, but we'll deal with it. So we'll hop up here, hop up there. Yeah, so there's originally going to be lore right here. I apologize that I think I got it off screen. As I said a few episodes ago, I will not be doing that anymore. I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's right. So yeah, also I need to look up where the rest of the lore in this place is that I'm missing, so I can properly show you where it is also, and I believe I've seen it. Oh, look at them, little sweet little girl. Having a wee bit of lag. I think it's because I'm also uploading a video to YouTube right now. I'm uploading actually episode 9 of Secret World. So let's go upstairs. And she did say, what did she say, 2002? Summer of 2002. Okay, so that's what, quarter 1 or quarter 2? So let's look at, that's quarter 1, 2001. No. No. So quarter 3 or quarter 3 of 2002? Let's check it. Yep, found it. Killer charge. Transient farmhand Larry Checkson has been formally charged with the murders of Kingsmouth girls blank blank and blank. Townies who had been holding an all-night vigil on Elm gave an emotional response to the announcement this morning. It marks the end of a summer of horror that has gripped our little town for 3 months and a state police manhunt making mainland news. Sheriff Bannerman would not make further comments on the case ahead of the state press briefing. She has, however, asked that townies remain calm while justice works its course. We at the Chronicle know many of our readers, yeah, it's cut off, so readers have questioned the efficiency of the Sullivan County Sheriff's Office, but there will be time for those questions in the months following the trial. Very good. Find information about the murder case. We just did that. Let's go see Bannerman, I guess. Sounds like a oh, hey, lore. Sounds like a logical progression. Let's go see Bannerman. Cool, something on the 1712 fire. I really know pretty much nothing about that, so I'm rather excited to gather all the lore for that and read it for you guys. And like I've been saying, with hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Man, I've been doing that a lot lately. Not happy about it. But as I've been saying in the past, and I've decidedly made it official to myself that there will be separate episodes for lore alone, so they will likely be very short episodes. I mean, like, this is the lore for the fog, this is the lore for the 1721 fire, this is the lore for the Lady Margaret. Just so, you know, if people don't care, they don't want to sit there and listen, and they want to skip it, they easily can without having, you know, search through an episode itself. So I think that'd be the most efficient. So let's talk to Bannerman.
Yeah, that was a heck of an affair. No good for the town. No good for policing. Now I'm through with it, but you can have at the computer there if it'd scratch an itch.
Okay, let's check out the computer. Hit 1 for suspect database. I think the person's name was Larry Checkson. Alone with suspect at 1 a.m. Went over his full written confession for redacted, multiple inconsistencies with his story and events including redacted. You asked my ghost for the truth, Sheriff. Checkson stood his own. Life in his cell between hours of 4 and 5 a.m. Discovered at 7 a.m. Seen already redacted. All outstanding work on investigation be closed. Okay, examine the cell for more clues. Now this is where it gets tricky, where... See, that guy's in there. I wonder if that /hello works. Nope. So we need to literally die to get in there. It's kind of cool. So what you do is you do /reset. And this is one of those things that you might need to talk to the community about. I certainly had to look this up. Because you cannot walk through walls when you're dead, but some things are different in the spirit world. One, you run so freaking fast and it's fantastic. Number 2 is the cell door is actually going to be open. This guy set that up to where his ghost would be spoken to, as you read in his little entry on the computer. So see, this is open now. Do not resurrect. Do not. This is that guy, Larry Checkson, and what is he looking at? Let's... Oh, there we go. We get an inscription. The White Ravens whisper golden girls' sorrowful secrets are never told. I'm going to take a quick picture of this, so one moment please. Alright, and you still do not want to resurrect. There's some funny stuff in here. Bannerman is hot. I kind of disagree. Bannerman can suck. There's no it? Okay. But let's bail. And what we're going to do is, you see that white raven? Let's follow it. There's another one. It's going to go in that direction. I often get lost on this one, but cool, I'm not so far. Ah, found him. Cool. Now here's the thing. We're going to stand near them and they're going to say something, so listen carefully.
4 for a boy.
4 for a boy.
1 for sorrow.
1 for sorrow.
5 for silver.
I think you can hear it.
2 for joy.
It's also in the chat log.
3 for a girl. 7 for a secret, never to be told. 6 for gold.
Okay, and we somehow need to make sense out of that, with those, out of that, thing, which was the White Ravens whisper golden girls. Sorrowful secrets are never told. So, So I think we need to go Golden Girls, Sorrowful Secrets Are Never Told, because, well, the White Ravens are whispering. So let's start off with Golden. which will be 6.
7 for a secret, never to be told. 6 for gold.
Okay, now let's do girls, which is 3 for a girl.
7 for a secret, 3 for a girl, never to be told.
And no, they're not in order. You kind of got to look out for them. Sorrowful secrets, so we do have one that is 1 for sorrow.
2 for joy. 5 for silver. 1 for sorrow.
So here's the third one, I believe is going to be 1 for sorrow. It's been a long time since I've done this quest, so I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. So we just did sorrow, secrets. Remember there's 7 for secret, never to be told or
5
something?
for silver. 2 for joy. 7 for a secret,
Here we go.
never to be told.
And we did it! Yes, America! Now we gotta find Jack. I will talk about Jack in a moment. Oh, hey buddy, how you doing? And it will actually force us back into the real world. And what do you know? It's Jack O'Lantern. Don't move! Oh, he's laughing like a creeper. And he does run away. You cannot kill him. Yet. I would actually like to... let me see. What challenge did we get? What the bollocks? What challenge did we get? Awesome. What did we do? Investigation mission in New England? Sweet. So we got 8,000 packs for mana. We got 10 black bullions. We got 4 marks of the Pantheon. And we also got this complete one challenge thing, which gave us an additional 15,000 packs for mana and 20,000 experience points. Fuck yes. I'm hoping to get the main missions. You know, I gotta do 10 more to get them, kind of thing. But let's send this report. You really had Zern worried there. I reminded him that you were expendable, but I admit it's very good to have you back. Redeploying someone at this stage would be such a bitch. See, they're acknowledging that we technically died. There's a number of murders in Kingsmouth that points to Jack's unique physiognomy. Leave me alone. I won't bore you with the tragic details. Boy flees famine. Boy works on Magus's farm. Magus's daughter dies. Magus tears into boy in a pumpkin patch. The moral of the story, Kingsmouth is not a good place to die, so try not to. Sign KG. Let's get us our 80 grand experience. Okay, but there is a very... Let's see if I can find it. I think it's a Solomon Island quest. I'm not sure where it is. Maybe it's missions. Let's look at that. Yeah, Jack in the Box. Complete all the Jack-o'-lantern missions, so there will be, I believe, 2 more, and we'll actually get a pumpkin head helmet that I think is really cool. Yeah, we already did that quest. I remember bitching and moaning about it. So we are done with Norma Creed now, actually. So now we can finally run up. Oh, we did the hippies, but we need to run up there and grab a side quest from them. So I will grab that real quick and see you there. As a quick note, everybody, I would like to pick up the final postal van quest. It's not going to give us very much experience. I think only like 2k, but hey, I want it done, and that's it. So that one's actually going to take us to the junkyard, which we will be closer to now at least. But like I said moments ago, I will see you back at Morningstar Camp. And we're back to the Morningstar Camps. We're going to pick up this broken RC plane quest, bringing Sexy back. There's a note on the RC plane. Hi, skater boy. Found this buzzing around my tent again. Can't you stop dreaming about me? Guess your little boy blood must be boiling so hard. If it's not, it will be when you see these. XOXO Cassie. Oh, she's a whore. But we already knew that. So we're going to grab the RC plane. And we're going to go on over just to our east to the skate park, where we are going to meet up with a very douchebag looking kid. But you know what? I actually feel bad for him because he's surviving out here pretty much on his own from what it looks like, because he's alone at the skate park, and I don't know if he goes back to his house or if he's got adults with him, but he's rather upset that he doesn't get to have a gun. Bannerman, he tells us that Bannerman is like, nah. Which I think is horseshit. I mean, come on, there's zombies about. you kind of need one. And I know I could have fast forwarded through here, but since we're going to a new location, I don't want to do that. I only want to kind of like, you know, scene skip for you guys when it's areas that you've already seen. And there's lore down in this half pipe or tube. I don't know. I'm not a skater. I'm of the dialect. We're going to come over here. We're going to come right here and use the empty spot. And let's use the webcam. And check the pictures on the computer. So she looks really upset in that one. Looks like a completely different person in these pictures, in all honesty, from what we're used to seeing her. But she's being all slutty for that little kid. Or for that teenager, I should say, which is, I guess, good for him. We get 12 grand experience, that's cool. Push us up. There's a half-finished flamethrower, we're going to snag that. Danny has a non-working flamethrower lying on the table, but there are no suitable parts around to fix it. We need to grab the flamethrower, and that'll also take us to the junkyard, so that'll be really nice to get two things out of the way. Let me clear these off real quick. And let's just talk to Danny DeFrenzne? I don't know. Men in Black Vans. Young pop culture survivalist Danny DeFrenzne watched as Men in Black arrived to combat the supernatural menace. Or did they? According to friends, they seemed more interested in experimenting on the monster population. If they had ulterior motives, you should discover them. Let's find out.
And then the guys with superpowers show up. This is totally like the August issue of Katana Guy and Headphones Girl. You know, the one in Antarctica with the tentacles and mutant Nazi zombies.
Yeah,
I am
definitely.
so psyched to meet you. Can you, like, fly? We
No.
could really use some superhero action in this town. I mean, it's a zombie apocalypse. You'd think with all the hours I put into Left 4 Dead, they'd let me carry a gun. But... Anyway, it's not like I'm accidentally going to shoot anyone. Living.
Hi-yo!
This sheriff doesn't even believe I saw the MIBs roll up in their black vans with no license plates. I used my RC plane with a wireless webcam, got a bird's eye view of the action. They're packing some sweet tech. Real made in Area 51 stuff. Good thing they're on our side. They are on our side, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I figured they would be, since they're herding up the mutant Smurfs. You know, the Drog? And probably experimenting on them. Think alien autopsy footage, in front of a live studio audience. That'd be really neat. In a totally gross way, of course.
I don't like his hair, it's just so big. But investigate the black van, so let's go on up north where it is telling us to, and let's just run up here like a boss. Make it yard! If Lorenzo Taylor ever watches this, I cannot get the name Gurgler or Gargenblargen out of my head for the past 7 or 8 years now? I go 7 years, I believe we were 19 when we did that. So yeah, well done, sir. Well done. Hey look, a black van. Let's use this laptop. See, input password or type in him. 7 him. My wife. No, my wife. Maybe it's these dead bodies. Oh, you are not a nice man. You should not be alive anymore. Jeez, I was just trying to expect. Ooh, that's good experience. 1200. Alright, I believe this is a woman. Yeah, Emily Chan. Okay. Okay, so this is a hard one. We actually need to go to the Arachi Group's website. which is weird because it's orachigroup.net. I'm curious, this used to say orachi.net, but the fact that it says their email address now is a bit strange. Oh crap, I actually need to know the information on his. So we want to find this dude's wife. So I'm going to search for Hayabusa. You know what, I'm actually going to do it in here. So I will hit B to open the in-game web browser. So going to the rochigroup.net, under who are we, I'm going to put employee finder. And we didn't memorize his ID, did we? So let's type in his ID. 1688490. Search. His name is Kitsune Hayabusa. He's an Escal process. His spouse is Sally Anderson. So let's go type in Sally. So see, this is so cool. They made a website in a game for a game. Ah, it's nuts in a handbasket, my friends. I tell you what. So let's type in Sally. Boom, son, we're in. In case of emergency, component has an additional signature on your tracker. Do not leave advanced occult technology behind. Ooh, we ranked up. Assembly sequence. Engage PK pulse unit. PK fire. Affix manifest agitator to PK pulse unit. Affix etheric responder. Antenna. Agitator. Assume minimum safe difference. Disassemble in reverse order to avoid etheric spikes. Possible unwanted attention. So keep that in mind. PK pulse, manifest agitator, antenna. PK pulse, manifest agitator, thing. Now we gotta use a tracking device. And hey, we ranked up, so let's see what's going on.
This is more of a nice to have, but you know, sometimes it is nice to have things. Kudos.
That was quick. Okay, but it looks like we have enough SP to rank up our elemental one more time. So it is now at a 28% chance to do 30 damage, which means we can now equip our more powerful focus. We're going to go from a 131 focus to a 260. So that's going to be quite helpful. So wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And now we can start focusing on pistols. So I'm quite stoked about that. We need to utilize this thing. I will put it in our shift 2. And as we get closer to where we need to go, it will beep more frequently. Why do I keep crumble? No. He made a weird noise. And it's easy to know that we need to go this way because this is where, you know, Schneichel's going down. Don't judge me on my made-up words. I'll say Schneickel if I want to. At least I believe this is the right direction. Yep, it's getting a little more frequent. That is gross. Which way do I need to go, though? I'm not sure. Oh, it's getting faster this way. Yep, there it is. Alright, so I think that's the thing we need to mess with. Let's take this guy out. And yes, we will turn that off because that's annoying as all hell. Okay, so it was PK unit. Let me see. Okay, so first let's activate the control panel. Maybe when I see the things it'll remind me. Okay, so PK accumulation loop, manifest agitator, and then the antenna. So we want to do it in reverse order. So antenna, and then the agitator, and then the loop thing, yes? I hope I'm right. Nope. Oh, because it's a pull. Oh my! I think if we get the wrong order, we summon that cool kid. Did not exactly plan on making friends today. Reverse hammer. Let's try that again. Let's do the manifest agitator. Then the... Wait, shit, what did I just... I meant to hit the antenna. I think I did it wrong. Okay, good. So yeah, we did the antenna, then the agitator, then the PK pulse unit. And that is it. Send report. This was a big moment for you. You should always remember your first industrial espionage. I forwarded the data on this attractor thing to our tech guys. They'll be earning their pizza money tonight. In a hypothetical situation where a Russia group had warehouses full of these around the world and they were suddenly remotely active, well, hypothetically, you'd be a key enabler or a key liability. My advice, keep it on the down low for now. The important learning for you is that we don't do free cleanups of other people's messes. Bottom line, there's always a payback. Okay, we'll collect our good stuff. And that was annoying. Screwed up my reading even more so by this guy trying to hang out with me. Anywho, we should get on back to Senior Pervert and see what he is up to. Quest progression, that's fine. Oh, we can up our pistols by 1. Cool beans. We have a lot of this stuff, so we're gonna buy Reckless even though we're not gonna use it, and we are one step closer to Bloodsport, which will be our dot the shit out of things passive. Skateboard park. But I do not want to read his quest text and then, start a new episode right after the fact, so we're going to make this a slightly shorter episode. So I will see you all in the next episode of The Secret World. Thank you, as always, for watching, and take care.